Alright, welcome back again everyone. My name is Joel Broughton, and we're going to create topics. Alright, step one of article marketing. We're going to go through together and create 50 to 60 topics on our keywords that we had. So here's our keywords again: online home business, and then our variations. All I'm going to do is just going to grab another notepad file, and I'm just going to brainstorm and write down all the ideas I can think of that I'm going to want to talk about online home business. So I'm going to go ahead and start going. So how to start an online home business. Okay. Successful. Or we'll put a successful online home business. The best online home business. Online home business. How to choose. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty easy. I'm going to go ahead and just pause the video. I'm going to create another 50 or 60 here myself. I'll show you what we have at the end, and then we'll go from there. So let me just pause. Okay, now as you can see, I've come up with so far about 23. I'm going to keep going. One other thing I just wanted to mention: if you're having trouble coming up with ideas for topics, a simple way to do that, or to kind of get over your mind block, if you will, if you kind of get stuck, is just go to zinearticlescom. It's one of the top article submission sites we're going to be using. Just go to zinearticlescom, go into business or into internet and online business, okay, and you can find literally thousands upon thousands upon thousands of articles about internet marketing, internet and business online, okay. Really, probably whatever you're writing about, pets, home, travel, leisure, recreation, everything you can think of is really here. So just go into here and just kind of scroll through and find some of the different topics that are out here: advertising, publishing, list building, forums, autoresponders, blogging. So it's starting to, there's lots of things on blogging. So I'm kind of starting to, in video marketing, so I'm kind of starting to get some ideas. I can get some things flowing again. Go in here and you can find articles, YouTube, social media. Do you know what I mean? So it just kind of gets your brain going a little bit with different words and different ideas. And then all of a sudden what happens is you get this other flow of, oh wow, here's a bunch of great, I can write about blogging, video, social media, et cetera, et cetera. So, I can keep going, and I can go online home business with video. Okay, and I can make a whole thing about that. So just another tip, I'm going to continue going with my list, and obviously you can go with your list if you're doing it right now too. Maybe pause the video and start making your list with your keywords if you already have them, and I'll be right back. Now, another thing I want to mention as I'm making this list and going through with you is don't underestimate the power of creating your topic list before you get started. If you just dive right into the articles, you're going to have trouble writing that second and third and fourth and fifth and 10th and 12th and 40th article. But if you make your list first, it really doesn't take a lot of time. So far I've spent, I know the video is a little bit shorter because I keep pausing it, but I've spent maybe 8 minutes coming up with, what have I got here, about 27 or so topics around online home business that I'm going to be able to write about. And it'll really give me kind of almost a list, almost a to-do list, for my article writing. Now, I'm just going to start with number one and write an article about that, but then I've still got all these other things I'm going to have to write about. So it kind of gives you that extra little push if you ever get stuck, or if you're ever feeling lazy. Well, you just go back to the to-do list here that we created together, and you continue going. So I'm going to continue working on my list. Hopefully you do the same. If you want to pause the video to finish off your list, you can do that as well. Otherwise, we'll continue working on our list here together. All right, I'm going on about, let's say, 10, 12 minutes now, and I've got 40, got about 10, 20 to go. So it does take a little bit of time. That's okay. And I'll continue going, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with these right next. All right, so as you can see, I've completed my list now. We're probably in this about, say maybe 15, 17 minutes, something like that. And basically all I did was I took online home business and I came up with all kinds of different topics. Now, some of these are similar. You can come up with things that are completely different throughout, but I mean, I do have 60 of them. So they're in groups of 10, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And these are all, topics that now I can write articles about and give myself a list. So I'm going to save this list to my desktop so that I've kind of got almost like I said, like a checklist or like a to-do list for writing my articles. Now here's the neat thing. I'm going to also show you how to turn this list of 60 not only into 60 articles, but literally into 240 articles. Okay, anywhere from 240 to 280 articles or so, because we can write 4 to 6 articles out of each of these articles. Okay, once we write one, we're going to easily transform them into 4, 5, or 6 different articles that are completely fresh and new content for the search engines to find, and obviously for people searching to be able to find. And we're going to drive all that traffic back to your business. So that's basically it for creating topics. That's our first step. Congratulations, we've completed it. Make sure you go ahead and do the same, and you'll be able to have success too with article marketing. So that's it for topic creation. You can go ahead and do more if you want. You can create 100 topics, 200 topics. Don't go too crazy. Normally I like to keep it to 50 or 60 topics, something that's still doable, something that's not going to kind of make you cringe every time you look at this list. You don't have a list of 1,000 or 2,000 topics. You'll never get through them. But 50 or 60 topics is a great start to be able to get you success online and to start writing about. So go ahead and create your topics, and we'll see you in the next video for creating a rough draft with our first topic.